Okay, so let me start with this. The next thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to install, let's say, Windsurf. Okay, Windsurf is going to be your IDE, and this is where you're going to go in to create your applications. So let me go through this again. GitHub is going to be your repository where you're going to store your code. Netlify is a free platform that's going to allow you to deploy your code so that you can have your applications online with the URL. Windsurf is going to be where you go to create your applications. So if you go to windsurf.com, I can't really show you how to, it's going to be a little different obviously for a Mac, but you're going to have to figure it out. Google it, whatever you have to do, but you're going to need to install Windsurf, let's say. Okay, so make sure you install for the right platform. If you try to install on the Mac and you have problems, maybe it might be because of the chip. Try the different, the different variations. Same thing over here for Windows, but usually it'll be able to identify. Just go to download. It'll be able to identify your IDE, your operating system, and click download. Poof. Go through the motions, install it, create an account. I will tell you this: they do have a Windsurf student discount. So if you go Windsurf for students, then they'll give you a discount if you sign up with your school email. Okay, so that's neither here nor there. All right, so let's assume that you have Windsurf installed. Once you have Windsurf installed, there's two things that you have to do. For starters, you always want to go into your operating system. And once you're in your operating system, you're always going to want to create a new folder. So I'm going to create a new empty folder, and I'm going to call my folder Video Demo 1. Okay, fine. Video Demo 1. If this is an empty folder, right? Just remember where that folder is. And then you go into Windsurf, and in Windsurf you open that empty folder. So I put mine here. I called it Video Demo 1. And then I'm in Video Demo 1, and I select that folder. Whenever you start a new project, you always start with exactly what I just showed you. Create a new folder, open that new folder. Here's the other thing. These three bars up here, these panel bars, make sure all three of these are selected. Make sure all three of these are selected. The one on the left, this is going to give you access to the files that you're going to create over here. Okay, and obviously you can select that. They'll create a new file, they'll create a new folder, but this is going to be where all of your code is going to go in this folder. Down here, this is going to be your terminal. Let me move this over a little bit. This is your terminal. You'll see what ports you have open in your application. This is your terminal where you can put in commands. You can put in commands in here. A debug console, you'll have access to the output and any problems in your code. But for the most part, just stay in terminal. And by the way, if your terminal gets messy, just type clear, and that will clear your terminal, number one. Number two, in addition to that, if you ever have anything running, always remember if you do Control and C, regardless of whether you have a Mac or a Windows PC, do Control C and it'll always stop anything that's running in here. The big thing, the most important thing is this right tab. And again, make sure all three of these are always selected. So the big thing is in Windsurf, there's an agentic framework. So if you look down here, this is your basically your GPT, right? This is going to be your model. So a couple of things. Number one, make sure code is selected. Do not have chat selected. Make sure code is selected. The other thing is make sure right here, this is your model that you're going to use. It's very important that you have a good model. So Claude Sonnet 4 is a good model. If you have access to Gemini, Gemini is a good model. But the better the model is that you select, the better the quality of the code is going to be that it generates. So just keep all of that in mind. Okay, let me get out of here. Okay, so down here, it's going to be where we put in, we put in whatever code we want it to build. So again, make sure code is selected, not chat, and make sure you have a good model. Okay, make sure you have a good model. By the way, you see over here where it says group by, a lot of people miss that. Select group by provider, and you'll see all of the providers you have access to. So I'm just going to use Gemini 2.5 Pro for right now, but really I prefer Claude Sonnet 4 or Claude Opus 4, but Gemini 2.5 Pro is not bad. So if I said, please create me one HTML file that just says hello world, give this thing a second. And there you go. It's done. It's created the file. It's done. Click accept all. And by the way, always watch over here and just do accept all. Here's the file. If I right click on it, is it going to let me preview? No, it's not going to let me preview, but you can see it generated the code. That's nothing. All right. So that will get you started here. I just wanted to have an overview of the IDE. This is what it should look like. I'm going to stop here and I'll talk about the prerequisites that we need to actually build real apps after this. So this is just the interface and the overview.